Kanyangea village in Nyamwamba division in KASESE municipality was one of the areas worst hit by the recent floods in May. Much of the area is still covered by water. Recently, the water invading people's homes is flowing from the ground, and some people have begun leaving their homes for fear of being completely submerged. Rehema Namal and her family are some of the people being slowly forced out of their homes. While some are opting to leave, others are trying to unsuccessfully block the water seeping through their floors with the soil. The people of Kanyange and the other leaders have no idea where the water is coming from.
Oba okutegeera kiki ekiriwo ekigenda mu maaso ku nkyukakyuka y'obudde obwensi tetukimanyi nga we tubadde tukola appeal ku government batuleetere ba technicians bajje balabe soil that gye tuliko.
But since this water started coming from underground, we have almost 100 households that they are so far affected from that water that comes from the underground.
Even when it is not raining, there is water oozing out of the ground. The place is highly porous.
70 people have been relocated to nearby Kanyangea Primary School, but the infrastructures are inadequate and there is little to eat.
The second problem, we are congested, and these days we have COVID and we are in fear of getting affected.
We expect epidemic diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and very many diseases.
Recently, police and other security and emergency services conducted an exercise to simulate what needs to be done in the case of future emergencies.
And in that simulation, we really wanted to find out how strong are they in their skills. Can it work for the district? Is the system already strong by itself so that as Malteser International we can leave something here which is sustainable and which can go on for long?
Malteser, a humanitarian non-government organization offering emergency help, says ambulances that served in the floods lacked capacity and equipment to handle patients, and many died along the way to the hospital.
Most especially the mortality cases here of emergency cases in KASESE district, they are very high. So it was important to us that we do something about it and that we actually support that very big need.
The constant flooding by River Nyamwamba has led to its course changing a lot over the years, and this has made building a bridge difficult.
Nyamwamba River is so stubborn. As I speak now, I think it has changed course about 10 times. That is why it is even a challenge to bridge. So if we have a machine that keeps on recoursing it in one particular direction and desilting the boulders and the sand that comes downstream, then this problem will be resolved.
Several community members are now left with the fetching firewood and selling rocks as a form of livelihood.
Selling them and getting money. They don't have any capital to start with.
Basing on the fact that the prices even for the firewood is too low at the moment.
The community said they are now worried about education in case schools open, because many schools were washed away and a few left are now resettlement camps for the displaced.
Like Blembia Primary, Oranges, Katiri Primary. So I don't know whether after lockdown, this government will help us to construct those schools.
KASESE leaders want government to intervene and restore their livelihoods.
We are serving people, and therefore we need to sacrifice some of our comfort for the benefit and for the good of the people that we are serving. Let us not pretend that we love them.
According to KASESE leaders, there should be a permanent solution to River Nyamwamba's recurring floods, as opposed to resettling people that are affected, or else the river will continue to claim the headlines in the future. Kaman Ivan Walnyolo, NTV Weekend Edition in KASESE.